I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman. And that goes hard, and he's like, I'll put a shock in your system. This movie came out 5 years ago.
I ain't old. I ain't old.
It's going in raw.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Oh, my. Miles Morales versus Static Shock. Do me a favor. I need you all to say, it's time for a death battle! Now, this is 5 years old. Probably quite outdated for Miles, considering how quickly comics move. We will see, chat. So here we go. Why the f*** is this sponsored by Miller Lite?
Hey, Wiz, you know what time it is? Thanks to our sponsor, it's Miller time. You too can chill out with a delicious Miller Lite. Nothing simpler than
How did it get sponsored by Miller Lite, bro?
get a break from the internet
That's
to share
crazy.
some suds with your buds.
Frankly, it sounds like a good time to debate.
I mean,
this
why
matchup,
not? But
or
also,
if we,
why?
Get the
You
victory.
know?
When there's a great
When yes, why not? You also, I feel like I have to also ask why.
6-calorie Miller Lite, friends should always come before followers.
Here's to the original light beer, the original social media. It's Miller time.
Oh, can I just say, for all my people out there, I think beer is absolutely gross. I think beer is so gross. I don't know how y'all drink it.
Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee,
Oh, gross.
Wisconsin, 96 calories and 3.2
I mean,
carbs
B,
per
how are you?
ounce.
I know Boomstick loves beer, but I'm telling you, when I've drank beer before, beer is gross.
Throughout the Earths of Marvel and DC Comics, there are hundreds, no thousands of superheroes saving the day. But what if I told you there were even more across the multiverse?
Oh, great, as if we don't have enough to keep track of already.
Miles Morales, the Spider-Man of Marvel's Earth number 16.
Like a Rattler, yeah, exactly.
And Static, the electric genius from DC's Dakotaverse. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. At first
I don't know.
glance-
I never really drink. It's not alcohol to me. I don't know. I don't really care for it, you know? And it's fine if you guys do. Totally cool. Just not my thing, you know? Oh, this is Dear Ara. Yeah, Dear Ara likes to talk to chat. She's very sweet. Everybody say hi to Dear Ara. Say hi back to chat.
I hate you, chat.
Anyway, video time. Video time.
At first glance, the world of Earth 1610 isn't so different from our own.
Wait a second. This movie came out 5 years ago. I feel like this came out like yesterday. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. It's been 5 years since this came out. Jesus.
Look closer and
Time
you'll find
flies.
Coca Soda instead of Coca-Cola, PDNY officers instead of
Wow.
NYPD.
And a hamburger and fries can cost 30,000 goddamn dollars.
But perhaps the greatest difference in
That
this
is
so-called
crazy.
Ultimate Universe was that Peter Parker, the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, was dead.
Enter Miles Morales. He was your typical kid from Brooklyn and didn't have much to
Wow.
worry about except his overbearing mom and dad.
His
Hey
steak.
kid, appreciate your folks while you have them. You never know when they're gonna pull a surprise Uncle Ben.
Well, Miles spent most of his time with his more laid-back Uncle Aaron, who turned out to be a secret supercriminal.
Totally relatable. Anyway,
Whoa. Spoilers, Dad. Spoilers.
during one of his heists into a secret lab, Aaron accidentally scooped up a spider. The next time Miles visited, the spider got loose and, you know
Womp
what
womp.
happens.
Got him.
Miles, let's go.
This spider carried the genetic enhancing Oz formula, yet another attempt to recreate Captain America's infamous super soldier serum.
I like how it was so anticlimactic in the movie. I thought that was
It
funny.
had previously transformed Peter Parker into the first Spider-Man.
Wait a minute, who came up with the idea to store the super serum in a friggin' spider?
Scientists
They
can
just
be
never
weird
learn.
sometimes.
They never learn.
Maybe next time, put it in something that can't walk away. It's got 8 legs. That's like 4 times more walking power.
Spoilers.
Sure, either way, with his new powers, Miles donned red and black to become the ultimate Spider-Man.
Hey, can we just say that Miles' suit is way cooler than Peter Parker's? I think we can agree with that. Like, Peter's is more iconic, but Miles looks way cooler.
As the newest spider lad on the block, he does whatever a spider can. He's super strong, super fast, and has the overpowered super radar, the spider sense.
After meeting Peter's Aunt May, Miles took up the classic web shooters, complete with multiple types of long to short range webbing.
Yet another tool
Yep,
that would
that's
be
true,
perfect
Comic
for
Cat.
snagging a beer from the fridge without leaving the couch.
The big thing about Miles is, like, overall, I think that his feats are extremely crazy compared to Peter at his age.
He was a teenager.
Different universe, different drinking laws, right? And also, like Peter, he can stick to walls. You know, spider style.
Yes, like some spiders, Miles
Yep.
can control his body's interatomic attraction, essentially sticking to walls like a magnet. However, unlike Peter, this subatomic electron manipulation gave Miles a few extra moves of his own.
Yeah, the kid's got electric powers. He can zap people with a quick touch, fire off massive explosions, and even turn invisible. Wait,
I don't think the invisibility would be a problem for Deku in the further one, but I am wondering if he can disrupt maybe like Deku's powers, maybe his senses with that. We'll see though in that battle. So I'm just kind of thinking ahead. Somebody to consider for the next battle.
what's that got to do with shocking people?
This Venom Sting can even take out the Ultimate Universe's Electro, a being literally made of electricity.
Wait,
but Miles
what?
didn't just shock him, he disrupted Electro's own charge. Similar to a miswiring, too much electricity in one direction and shorting out your computer when somebody forgot to plug it into the surge protector.
He beat Electro? Okay, that's kind of crazy.
Wiz, you know I don't believe in protection for anything. It's going in raw.
Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Hey, yo. Oh, my. You want to repeat that? Make sure you type in the comments. Hey, yo.
Spider-Man, Miles obviously had a lot to live up to. After his Uncle Aaron died in front of him,
Ha! Told you somebody would pull a Ben.
Miles pushed past the heartache. He persisted, living up to Peter's ideals, and eventually stepped out of his shadow to be Spider-Man in a way only he could.
Oh
Yep.
yeah, what's up, Danger? He can blast apart a building-sized monster and survived being slammed around by the giant Cassie Lang.
Really? What the dude? I mean, we already know Spider-Man has a lot of resilience, but that's pretty crazy. One thing I will say about Miles, too, his movie, the most recent one, that movie is incredible, chat. Such a good movie. I can't wait for the next one to come out.
That's Ant-Man's daughter.
He's smart enough to
Right.
hack military drones and quick enough to destroy an alien device in a microsecond. Essentially, he needed to open and close a portal in an impossibly short time frame to prevent an alien force from invading. It's a long story.
Point is, he's super fast. With his spider sense, he can react to things
Yeah, part
before
3.
they even happen. He's super tough, too. He even survived being caught in this giant super collider exploding.
Measuring the size of this hole using real-world maps of New York and solving for fragmentation, we know this explosion must have been equivalent to about 222 tons of TNT.
Just period, chat. It's fine. Just period.
Sure, that's not technically canon to the comics, but guys,
I've not
Team
watched
Series
K-pop Demon
Spider-Man
Hunters. I
has
want
done
to.
way crazier things. I mean, he has the same powers, and Miles has even beat the crap out of him. Classic Pete can bench press 130
crazy.
tons, uses spider sense to dodge beams of light, and ripped apart
Right?
Doc Ock's robo-arms, which once survived a 2-kiloton nuclear explosion. So I'd say the Super Collider feat checks out.
And Miles, looking at the feats that have happened to My Hero, Deku can definitely outpunch that already, but still, that's insane.
Fortunately, Miles' electric powers can tire him out, and his spider sense does not protect him automatically, serving more as an alarm or proximity sensor.
But the youngins proved himself to
Gotcha.
be the best successor a Spider-Man could ever want, and more. He even got pulled into the main Marvel timeline when they blew up the Ultimate Universe. Miles Morales is
What?
truly one of the greats.
What?
Wash the hands.
Yeah, we are preparing for Miles versus Deku.
Despite growing up in the most crime-filled neighborhood of Dakota City,
Well, I gotta tell you, chat, I don't know about Static Shock at all. Nothing about Static Shock. I've never watched the show. I've never seen the comics. I know nothing about this superhero. So for me, this is gonna be all brand new.
Virgil Hawkins was a pretty chill guy.
He spent his time playing D&D, reading comics, you know, typical nerd stuff. But he had one major problem. The
Oh, he's part of the Teen Titans. Interesting.
classic sitcom bully. No teenage story is complete without it.
During school, he was frequently harassed by local gang leader Francis Stone.
Bro.
Virgil's only school, he was
Can we talk
frequently
about this
harassed
guy's
by
hair
local
for a
gang
second?
Leader Francis.
Look at that hair, bro. What is that? Ooh, feisty. He's literally, as a person, chat, he's the epitome of the meme. A little bit spicy. What the dude?
Stone. Virgil's only refuge
Wow.
was one of his few friends, Larry Wade.
Larry convinced Virgil there was only one way to get rid of Francis for good. Join his own gang and pack some heat. Things
Actual
got,
Pokemon
well,
here.
pretty intense, and Virgil wasn't having any of it. It was time to bail like DC Comics on their cinematic universe.
But the
Got
damage
him.
was
Got him.
already done. The police arrived and let loose a massive canister of what seemed to be tear gas, but wasn't.
Oh yeah, he does look like Pyro. You're right. He looks exactly like Pyro.
Yeah, this grape-looking mist was actually some experimental shit. It was
Oh.
supposed to tag each gang member so the cops could track them down later. But
Nice.
it was actually laced with radioactive quantum juice, which killed almost
Yum,
everybody.
yum.
I hate it when that happens.
Yum yum.
Luckily, Virgil was one of the few who survived, but the quantum juice still had an effect.
You could say he was shocked to find out what it did.
Yes, he began
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
to develop electromagnetic powers. Before this, Virgil always felt out of his league, but now he was in a league of his own.
I'm
and
glad
became
y'all
the
agree.
Superhero Static.
I put a shock to your system.
I'll put a shock to your system. You're telling me. Batman rolls up. He's like, I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman. And that goes hard. And he's like, I'll put a shock in your system. Go back to middle school, wherever you're from. That is the lamest line I've ever heard.
Yeah, with these new powers,
Yeah,
the
very
guy was
corny.
unstoppable. He could blow shit up with electric bolts quick as lightning, make explosion balls
Super
called
corny.
Nova bombs, and taser people with punches to the face.
Right, but he's not just good at shocking people. Static can alter the electron attraction of any object or surface.
That's actually really powerful. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's corny because it's kind of older, but yeah, I'm sure like back in the day, people were like, oh my God, he's so cool. But now I'm like, it's kind of lame.
He can erect extremely durable electromagnetic force fields that block most attacks. He can even
Nice.
move metal around like a hip young Magneto.
And slip metal under his feet to take to the sky. His favorite ride is the Static Saucer, a giant frisbee that doubles as
It just looks like a
shield and
trash can
buzzsaw.
lid.
Think about it. Don't you wish your car could literally cut through traffic?
Basically, he could also alter people's like firings in their brains and things like that. So he's pretty strong. He's pretty strong for sure.
Obviously, turning superhuman overnight caught Virgil a bit off guard. But after a few speed bumps, he became a well-regarded superhero throughout the city of Dakota, even teaming up with fellow heroes like Icon and Rocket.
Icon and Rocket.
Yeah, he does
Come
look like
on,
a
where's
trash can lid, the
Batman
thing he
and
flies
Wonder
on.
Oh, I should mention that while Static is part of the DC universe, he did not start there. See, Static was originally created
Wait,
by
what?
Milestone Comics, which eventually merged with DC.
Oh,
Their characters,
okay.
including Static, existed in an alternate timeline known as the Dakotaverse. Then a guy named Dharma
Interesting.
gained cosmic power and accidentally blew everything up, sending Static into the main DC timeline.
I like how they actually explained that with lore. That's pretty cool.
It's really not too complicated.
Uh-huh.
I've actually been working on a device to peer into alternate
Yeah, I think that's
timelines,
actually
but
pretty cool.
unfortunately, it still needs...
That they actually like
Well, now,
explained
old
it
chap,
lore-wise,
what were we
you know what I mean?
discussing But a moment ago.
Oh, shite, don't you know? Let's figure out who yet wins a fatality kerfuffle.
Yes, I'm mad as hops. Let's begin, my fellow Ultra Cup.
I don't ever want to see this ever again.
Dying.
Please get me out of this alternate universe.
I regret everything.
Oh, I'll do it again.
No! I'm sure that's fine.
Well, no matter the universe, Static was always one-upping himself. He learned how to see ultraviolet light and how to make people glow. Wait, what's
Oh,
that
wow.
got to do with shocking people?
That would be his ability to detect bioelectric auras. Static can also
Oh.
create power-draining plasma coils, disrupt the electrical impulses of others, and empower
Right.
or heal himself by draining energy from outside sources.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he actually, if he can alter somebody's like body, that is extremely powerful. And be able to sense them wherever they are. Yeah, exactly. Very, very powerful.
He can literally reattach his severed arm with shock power. I'm not even joking. Look at
I don't know Miles can deal with this. I'm gonna be real. I think Static might have this. Oh, yeah. How is Miles gonna deal with that?
this. Since when could electricity do that?
Clearly, Static has a lot of power at his beck and call.
He can survive
Yeah, absolutely.
building-sized kabooms, lift hundreds of tons, and once turned this huge chunk of ice into slush in just a couple seconds.
Based on the size of the ice
I
and
wonder
the
how much
required
power
change
that
in
took.
temperature for such a feat, Static must have output energy equal to 180 tons of TNT.
He's quick enough to intercept
That's
lasers
crazy.
confirmed to be beams of actual light, which is pretty darn fast.
It does remind me a lot of Cole McGrath. Now that you say that, definitely reminds me very similar. But the fact that he has like this almost like a healing factor, he can detect people, he can alter their electrical signals in their body, things like that. I don't know how Miles is gonna deal with that. I'm gonna be real with you, chat.
And in the cartoon, he actually shoved some quantum juice in some lockers and launched them out of orbit. These are typical school lockers, which
Oh.
can weigh up to 30 pounds each.
Okay.
And fit approximately one nerd.
To throw
But he'll be
three
able
of
to
these into space,
detect it,
they need
Rain.
to be moving nearly 3,000 times faster than sound, requiring a throwing force equal to 4 kilotons of TNT.
That's crazy. That right there might be the feat that ultimately kills Miles.
Damn! Okay, sure.
I mean,
that's
that's
not
wild,
canon to the
wild.
Comics, but his electromagnetism could play tug of war with Superboy's telekinesis, which can lift 4 million tons. I'm not sure Static can go that far, but if he's anywhere close, it's still higher than throwing some lockers around.
Though, despite Static's incredible power, insulators are his kryptonite, and he can run out of juice if he pushes
That makes
himself
sense.
too much.
But the guy's one of the coolest superheroes who rarely got his time to shine. Heck, he was good enough to join the Justice League. I think even
Oh,
Bert himself was shocked to see how cool he really was.
Oh, he got in the Justice League. Let's go. With his abilities, he's definitely gonna take Miles down. I just don't think Miles has enough strength. Miles relies a lot on like outsmarting his opponents, being faster, being stealthier. I feel like Static can just deal with all of it.
All right,
That
the
seems kind of
combatants are set, and we've run
underappreciated.
the data through all possibilities.
But first, all this talking has made me hungry for Blue Apron.
Oh my god. Oh, I think I dropped something down here. What is this? Oh my god, it's a subscribe button. Wow. Well, since we're here, guys, if you're enjoying the video, don't forget, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It helps me a ton. Okay, back to the video. I feel like a little bit Static is almost underappreciated. Nobody ever talks about him. I know he's got his show, but that's kind of it. And also, it seems like if he runs out of like power, he can just keep pulling it from somewhere else.
Red Death Battle!
Yeah, Electro kind of sucks. I've never really seen Electro like kick ass, you know?
Watch where you're aiming. I got places to be tomorrow. For real? You attack me! Well, I got more than one electric psychopath to keep track of, man. Whoa, 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 whoa!
Oh, they just hop right into it, bro. They weren't even playing. Oh my god, they gave it no chill. They just hop right the fuck into this battle. Oh my god.
Hey.
You can maybe absorb that too.
Me? Getting zapped? What's up with that? I call that a shoulder touch. And I call this my taser punch.
Yeah, as I say, the song goes hard. I genuinely don't feel like Miles is gonna be able to get through these force fields to like actually like really hit him. I like the style choice they went with though. Honestly, if you could just like move or control that. He is kind of like baby Magneto. Honestly, like, if he puts him up against something like that, how is Miles genuinely gonna get out of that? He could just put him in the middle of the air and just have him sit there to control his body. Like, what are you gonna do against that, you know? Oh,
Come on out, Spider Boy. Huh? No more flying pizza trays.
blood bending type shit. Yeah, I should be able to detect him, yep.
Okay, you've got surprises, but so do I.
Ha! Not my trash can. Oh my god.
What the?
Holy shit, dude.
Oh, not cool.
Yeah, I figured that might be a problem right there.
You stupid. All I gotta do is. What?
As I say, he can literally control any of the parts about your suit, dude. Like, what are you gonna do?
Plasma coil. If you hadn't noticed, this electric biz is kind of my thing. Oh man.
Oh, God. Jesus.
That was tough.
Jesus, bro, he just eviscerated him. Oh my god, one punch is gone like into a million bits. I mean, I knew that Static was gonna get it, but holy gracious, dude. Wow, that's crazy.
Looks like we're kicking off this year with a bang. Poor Miles, though.
Poor Miles.
Honestly,
Yeah,
I'm
poor
surprised how
Miles.
this turned out. At first glance, Miles appeared to have a good chance at victory.
He was definitely physically strong.
It was
instead.
very
He
one-sided.
would've totally won an arm wrestling contest.
This is definitely
But
one-sided
Virgil's
battle.
overwhelming electric power put him at a level above the young Spider-Man.
Oh yeah. Overall, Static's feats were way above Spidey's.
The only way I feel like to defeat Static is to somehow like insulate his power, right? Because he relies on electricity. So you have to counter the electricity. That's the only way you're gonna beat him.
Even when we scaled Miles to classic Peter Parker's biggest feats, Static definitely had the oomph to take Miles out, but Miles had no easy way to get around his force field.
The variety of techniques at Static's
Exactly.
disposal also rent many of Spider-Man's abilities moot.
Like how Spidey's invisibility didn't matter when Static could light him up like a Christmas tree, and his speed was so similar to what the spider sense could give Miles that the super radar wasn't that big of a help. Remember, just because he knew an attack was coming didn't always
Doesn't mean he could stop
dodge
it.
in time.
Yeah, I mean, that's a very common thing for most Spider-Mans. They're like, oh yeah, like, they know it's coming, but it doesn't mean they can necessarily stop it, right? Poor Miles, dude. I don't think he ever had a chance on this one. I really don't think he did. This seemed like he was crushed.
And, well, shockingly, Static only needed to hit him once. See, his electromagnetic manipulation gave him control over Miles's wall crawling and other abilities.
Right.
As soon as he got a hold of Miles's bioelectric aura,
He can't
it
move
was
around or
basically
anything
all
like
over.
that.
But hey, Miles and all the other Spider-Men fight
Yes, chat,
Electro all the
shocking,
time, and they had
imagine.
no problem dealing with him. Why was Static any different?
Simply put, every iteration of Electro pales in comparison. He has no feats of power that come even close to Static, and frankly, he's an idiot. This was a fascinating matchup, but
Yeah,
no,
he got
not again.
his.
Yay! Mr. Morales put up a jolly good show, and yet
A
Mr.
jolly good
Hawkins had
show.
him outdone in breathtaking power, stalwart defense, and
The music is killing me.
veritable versatility.
Oh, he was just miles ahead of him, don't you know?
The victor
The music is
Static.
killing me, bro. I feel like this one was pretty clear cut. Looking
don't
at
you
how
know?
Static did and things like that, he was very, very strong. So I think now we come to the natural question, chat. After watching Deku versus Asta, and of course Static versus Miles, who's gonna win that one? Looking at what's going on, I feel like the past 5 years, maybe Miles has had some better stuff happen for him in the comics, so he's probably gonna be stronger than this showing. But I don't know. I think Deku still got it. Yeah, Deku's got a lot of tools. He's got a lot of power on this one here, chat. I think I would still give it to Deku if it's Deku versus Miles. Maybe Miles has something going on more recently, but it's gonna have to be incredible. Yeah, it's gonna have to be absolutely incredible.